We are live. Live. What's up, guys? It's your boy Floyd, aka your Negus, aka owner of Team Delaney Saggy Tits and commissioner of the best fantasy football league in the world. Of course, that is this one right here, Nantucketts Revenge Fantasy Football League. In the solo pod today, day before Thanksgiving Eve here. Hope everyone has a good one. We got football as soon as tomorrow, 3 games. We're previewing week 12. Let's jump right into it. Running through the standings, Billy still leading the way. Butts, Andy Miller tied right behind him. John is loose. We got Rob and Ricky with 6 wins. We've got 4 teams at 5 and 6 fighting for those last 3 playoff spots. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, there's 4 of us fighting for that last playoff spot. And of course, Ricky could fall back. Anyways, in order, we got Drake, Mr. Verizon. We got Pooley, bye week, me, Coach Carr. And then we've got Trevor and Wiseman rounding out the bottom at 3 wins. I should come prepared more often. I was about to pull up the expected wins that Andy sends us every week. If you look at that, it's really neat. I'm pretty sure that everybody is within 3 expected wins. I think Wiseman and Trevor are at 5 expected wins, while our most is 8. So any team can beat any team on any given week. And we got a clusterfuck. So it's just going to be a mess until the end for us fighting for those playoff spots. Let's jump right into it. We're going to go ahead and go over to our recent activity. And we did miss a couple weeks, so we're going to go back a little bit here. Billy adding Cam. This is pretty relevant. So this is 1 week ago today. Billy adding Cam Newton for $3. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Drake adding Justin Fields for $1. Trey Sermon getting dropped while Valdez Scantling is added. Andy Miller types in the chat here, 3-game win streak, baby. Yeah, it is nice. It's got you and Butts projected at 99% chance to make the playoffs. You love to see that. I think I've won 3 out of the past 4, but I definitely cannot lose anymore. Let me see here. Valdez Scantling has really carved out the role we always want him to. Of course, he's just a deep ball guy, but the volume seems to be there right now. What else is relevant here? I guess right away, me and Coach Carr making a trade here. It was a trade that we think benefited both of us. He trades Michael Gallup, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Lance. I give him Derek Carr, Brandon Ayuk, J.D. McKissick. I mean, essentially, this was Brandon Ayuk for Mitchell and Gallup. This was before Amari news, I'm pretty sure. And man, it would have really helped me out if CD wasn't playing this week, although it looks like now it is trending towards him playing, which just seems pretty crazy. He had a concussion Sunday and he'll be playing Thursday. That's the NFL for you. But I think it has helped both of us. I haven't gotten to really utilize Eli Mitchell yet. We'll see what happens with him and who's getting the touches there. Brandon Ayuk, of course, had a good game for Carr last week, but I don't have any regrets about it right now, so I'm cool with it still. Relevant stuff. Let's see. Robert Woods, of course, going on IR. And then we've got Rob and Billy making a huge trade. Elijah Moore, Chase Claypool, DJ Moore for Latavius Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Robbie Anderson. Of course, this was essentially a 3-for-1. Billy just having stupid amounts of equity and extras. And I mean, this is probably a trade that helped out both these teams. Rob was the worst 5-win team of all time before this trade. His team was pretty bad, riddled with injuries and whatnot. And he traded away Jonathan Taylor the week Jonathan Taylor decided to become the best running back in the NFL. So probably helps out both of them. Billy ends up getting Kyler Murray to stack with DeAndre Hopkins. I'll go on my soapbox about that in a minute. So yeah, I mean, big deal there. Billy's starting team gets stronger and he doesn't trade away much. He's poised for a nice playoff run. Team, I've never seen this before. Team Butts changed Chase Edmonds to likely to trade. You could just type in the group chat, I guess, if he wants to trade anybody, but whatever. Cedric Wilson for $1. Drake changed his name to Mr. Verizon to Jonathan motherfucking Taylor, and then he still ended up losing to Billy. Jesus Christ. All right, here it is. I mean, Rashad Bateman, Cam Newton for Kyler Murray. What to say about this? Drake doesn't necessarily need to win now. He is the highest scoring team in the league. If maybe he's behind Billy by one game or two. This is more about Cam Newton than anything, in my opinion. Let's pull some stuff up. So obviously Cam Newton goes for the 26 ball against Washington. I guess just here's how I feel about it. I mean, well, let's knock Rashad Bateman out of the way. Rashad Bateman is in an offense where Lamar is going to run the ball as much as possible. He's looking for Rashad Bateman, end of the day, is the third option in that offense. Marquise Goodwin still gets fed. I said Marquise Goodwin. Hollywood Brown. I mean, I'm sorry. I was looking at some DFS slate stuff for tomorrow. Speaking of Marquise Goodwin. Rashad Bateman, will throw that one away. Cam Newton still has a bye coming up. Of course, he faces Miami this week, which actually shut down Lamar. I'm not saying Miami's defense is great or is going to shut down anybody. I'm just saying when the median hit, this is a team when the median hits, what's Cam going to get? 20 points, 22 maybe, which most quarterbacks get. Then after Atlanta, it's Buffalo, Tampa Bay, New Orleans. So, I mean, maybe he gets one more useful week out of Cam. I guess I don't understand it. I think maybe he saw the upside and was drooling about it. Kyler Murray is still matchup independent. Cam certainly is not. Cam also has the second best running back, at worst, top 3 running back in the NFL on his team that is still going to get plenty of goal line and red zone work to steal from those rushing touchdowns. So, I mean, the rushing upside hit these past couple of weeks. We'll see if he's the one getting those touchdowns down the stretch. You would hope so, but it's never guaranteed. And Cam Newton's receiving core is for sure bottom 10 in the NFL. I mean, DJ Moore is his best receiver, who is maybe a top 30 receiver in the NFL as far as pure talent goes. I could easily name 20 guys for sure. You pretty much need Cam Newton to score this is the upside right here. 189 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. That is Cam Newton's max upside. So at best, he'll repeat that against Miami or Atlanta and then never get it again, maybe. I don't know. Quarterback's median is generally like 18 points. DJ, and he says you're drunk. DJ Moore is a stud. Sure, I agree, but there's multiple teams. There's many teams, probably majority of teams have at least one receiver better than DJ Moore, and multiple teams with multiple receivers better than DJ Moore is all I'll say. He doesn't have a tight end to pass to, and DJ Moore is the only pass catcher on that team. So maybe McCaffrey can get some reception touchdowns, and it'll make Cam look a little better. So I don't know. It just makes zero sense to me. The trade made no sense to me, but I mean, Cam Newton is the world's greatest streamer, in my opinion. Andy's still talking to me over here. He says nope. Anyways, Cam Newton is the world's greatest streamer. That's all he'll be. Justin Fields is going when their medians hit. Justin Fields maybe loses by 3 points to Cam Newton. Just seems silly to me. And I'm sure Fields' schedule is probably much easier. I'm not looking at it right now. I was hot-headed about it last night, but it's fine. Last week, as far as scoreboard goes, all of the teams I needed to lose won. So that hurts, except for Drake right here. Rob somehow beat out John is loose to go to 6-5. Coach Carr won to go to 5-6. Clash of the Titans. We knew this was going to be the highest scoring game of the week, Andy versus Butts, and it was the showdown we thought it would be. The only reason it hurts Butts is it takes away from his first place chances. He definitely needed that one to get there. That solidifies Andy as separating away from the pack for sure now. He's for certain away from everybody else. And then I really needed Wiseman to beat out Ricky, and Eckler goes for 40 plus, and that was all she wrote. Good win by Ricky. It looked like his team was decimated, and he still keeps finding a way to claw himself into it. All right, let's see here. Box score? Ooh, that's the good stuff. Why am I projected to lose by 20 plus points? This is gross. Me versus Drake first on the docket. Man, it really sucks for me that CD's back. I imagine it does anyway. Because I thought definitely that not only does that help Michael Gallup, I also thought it helped Tony Pollard as well. Kellen Moore is creative enough and good enough that he draws up specific plays for specific players. I thought maybe that meant Tony Pollard's just going to get more play designs for him. Maybe not as much now. I guess we'll have to see. Don't know what I'm going to do about Eli Mitchell, because I really think Ramondre Stevenson is talented enough that he's also going to get plenty of work and plenty of opportunities to hit an RB2 ceiling. So I got Eli Mitchell, still undecided about what to do with that. I'm just going to have to play Tony Pollard tomorrow, because if Elijah Mitchell doesn't play, we just haven't had enough news yet for me to have a good idea. So it sucks, but whatever. Dave Jones, Cam Newton. Cam Newton obviously is going to be the favorite in this one. I should score similar. Yeah, Daniel Jones looked like shit the other night, but he's still a talented athlete with a lot of talented athletes around him, and that's all I really need to say about that. If he can limit the turnovers to 1 or 2, then I should see no problem with him hitting his projection 16.8. Cam, I need them Dolphins to have another Lamar game. Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Kareem Hunt's coming back. And Drake has another stud. Aaron Jones, I seen some good news about this week, so there's a different way to view this. I don't like looking at this. That's not it. Whatever. I mean, I can't even make the defense that Jonathan Taylor is facing Tampa Bay's defense, so I'm not worried about it, because he's facing Buffalo's defense last week, who was number 1 against the run. And I mean, he's just a freak. He's the best running back in the NFL right now. Crazy combination of size, strength, and speed. Cooper Kupp against Green Bay is just going to be a game, so I'm just going to get demolished by Cooper Kupp as well. I just have to hope he doesn't have bounds fall his way, and mine do. Otherwise, I'll probably lose this one and possibly get eliminated from the playoffs. I probably do get eliminated. I still have plenty of hope in my upside. I think all my receivers fight for me to get there and compete, even if his guys do well. It hasn't happened yet, and so I really need it to happen this week. So Previous matchups. Me and Drake faced each other in week 1. Is that possible? I did. We're supposed to face everybody once, I thought. There's 14 weeks, 13 games. One person twice, maybe. Drake beat me by 3. Son of a bitch. His team doesn't even look the same anymore. On the next one, Toledo Cheat Clappers versus Alexis, Texas. It's projected to be a tie. Rob and Billy have faced before. Rob won. I think Josh Allen against New Orleans can be sneaky, even though they're a good defense. But Billy's volume backs are going to be in great positions. Najee Harris against Cincinnati. Robinson against Atlanta. Oh, yeah, by the way, like this whole fucking Cam Newton thing against Miami this week, Mac Jones is still on our waiver. I'm in cash this week. I'm literally debating that. I think I'm going to start in DFS. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start Mac Jones over Cam Newton in cash this week. He's going against a bummy ass team. I don't even remember who it is. Maybe it's Jacksonville. I don't know. Who has a... I got it one. Hold on. Obviously, Cam Newton's upside's there, but Mac Jones is a safer play this week than Cam Newton is. Where are we at? Why can't I see my team? Come on. Oh, we got a fucking ad. Oh, Christ. New England's playing Tennessee. If Mac Jones outscores Cam Newton this week, I'm going to freak the fuck out. And Drake, if you're listening, I'm willing to bet you rest of season Justin Fields outscores Cam Newton. Book it. Justin Fields will outscore Cam Newton rest of season. I thought of that last night. I don't remember Justin Fields' schedule right now, but book that bet. Come on. Is this serious? No, Christ, please. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we are. Like I said, but the Steph Diggs hedge against Josh Allen, you love to see it. Billy's team is so good. Just give me Billy. Like, it's just blind. I'm picking Billy every time. I don't even want to go through this. Rob's team certainly is upgraded since their trade, but just give me Billy every time. Rob's actually projected to win, but I'm just blindly give me Billy. Team bye week, Devin Pooley versus Rusty Cunts, 3-8. Devin is projected to get pooped on this week. He's got CEH on bye. He's sitting Dak versus Stafford. I don't necessarily hate that. Kenyon Drake, whatever. Alvin Kamara's out. Devin wouldn't even trade me his bench QB this week for Elijah Mitchell, so I'm just going to be really, 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 really bitter about it. Give me Trevor. I need Trevor to win this week. He's projected to win. He'll do fine. Tom Brady's going to light the field up. Zeke's in a good spot. Deontay Johnson against Cincinnati should go hammer. Devin doesn't have much working for him outside of Melvin Gordon. He needs Melvin Gordon to not get robbed by Javonte Williams. T. Higgins is just never going to score for some reason. Cole Beasley's a fine play. And Devontae Smith honestly has a ceiling against the Giants. I could see this one actually being sketchy. I think this one's actually much closer than a 30-point difference like projections are saying, to be honest. Maybe like a 10 or 15-point difference. I think Devin's got the upside to match. So We'll see. John is loose versus Andy Miller. Miller time. Mikey Martinez. Mikey, I believe, was something like 6-1 and hasn't won since. It's been rough. Coach Carr might have called it. I think at the time he went like 6-2, and he said, "I don't know if John is loose is going to win another match." Adrian Peterson got cut this week, $88 out the window. Hold on, I need to take a couple bites of this. I got some miso soup going on, homemade here. Oh, tofu soy boy on the stream. I just exposed myself. Oh, damn it. Fuck. Okay, here we are. We're back. Mikey going full stream. I've never seen it before. This is the first time you've ever seen it before. Mikey streamed. Doesn't even have a backup quarterback. He's got Taylor Heineke in. I've never seen it. Never seen Mikey without a stud quarterback. Josh Jacobs could be sneaky, although I think Dallas's defense is too tough. Kendrick Bourne against Tennessee should do well. Marquise Brown should do well if he clears. Leonard Fournette's going to do great. Darren Waller's, hopefully Dallas's defense can shut him down. Go Cowboys. But, there's always a but. Too much volume at the RB position from Andy. Kirk Cousins is going to light up that San Fran secondary. Terry McLaurin, Jamar Chase. I mean, I like my wide receivers, but damn. Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, Jamar Chase, all pretty much matchup independent. So that floor ceiling combo there is sexy. Darnell Mooney is in a great spot against Detroit. And then the Jacoby Myers and Kendrick Bourne little match game going there. It's for sure Andy all day here. He doesn't have James Conner to just get touchdown after touchdown after touchdown for him. Yeah, these bottom two flex spots and Randall Cobb and Chuba Hubbard is too much. Too much. Not good enough. Andy says, big sheesh. On to the next one. We got a lot of blowouts projected. David Carr, Coach Carr, Golden Taint, Ricky Grodi, 138-116. Gotta love Montgomery this week. Rob Gronkowski's back. Nick Chubb against Baltimore. Eckler's the man. Lamar Jackson's the man. Kenny Galladay, trash. However, wow, Carr's team is completely different than what it's been. Javonte Williams, I mean, this could be his ceiling game against the Chargers. He could get 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. That's definitely in the range of outcomes. Damian Harris is going against Tennessee. Aaron Rodgers should be in a shootout potentially. I would like to think that Bill Belichick won't get beat by the one player Tennessee has, but at the end of the day, when A.J. Brown's getting almost 40% target share, it's just enough volume to keep it fed. So the ceiling is still there. Mike Evans is fine. Brandon Ayuk is fine. If Ricky's studs get there, I don't see Carr winning, but Carr has all of the floor and ceiling to make it equally competitive. So again, I think this one could be closer than projections say, but I'm going to have to take Ricky, although I'm not going to be huge on just a few of his spots, but it's Ricky. Last but not least, Team Butts, Kyle Butts versus Wiseman, Team Thousand Oaks Gang. Oh my God, projected to win by 50 points, the biggest one of the week. I said it a couple weeks ago. I think Butts has the best starting team in the league. And now CD's going. I mean, when Butts' team is healthy, even though Butts' team is no longer healthy, without that Chase, even with Chase Edmonds gone, Butts still gets almost a flawless floor ceiling combo with his squad. Jalen Hurts is officially the QB1 right now on the year in fantasy football. Should have a smash game against the Giants. A.J. Dillon's just going to keep getting the volume. Joe Mixon has always had the volume. Devontae Adams is that N-word. CeeDee Lamb is too. There's not much to say here. There's almost no scenarios where Wiseman can compete. He's sitting on a flex spot here. Michael Carter went down for him. He's got nobody. Oh, Christ. If Wiseman don't pick someone up, he's starting Salvin Ahmed against one of the best defenses in the NFL. So that's all she wrote, boys. Butts is moving on to 8-4. Congrats, Butts. You got a nice squad. Is there anything else besides tomorrow's Turkey Day? I got a pending move here. Anybody want to see it? This was it. Received Dak and Zach Moss for Eli Mitchell and Tua. What should I do with Elijah Mitchell, Tony Pollard situation? Still looks iffy to play. Fuck. They just have so many running backs that there's like no need for them to rush them back. They all have the same role. All right, I guess we're rolling with it. This is the squad this week. Need to win. I'm predicting 26 out of Daniel Jones and 23 out of K. Tony. Michael Gallup sneaks in a touchdown and so do the rest of the studs, and I get there. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Poggers in the chat. Need it. All right, that's all she wrote. It's going to do it from me. Happy Turkey Day, everybody. If you see this video, comment your favorite side dish. The number one side. Andy, I see you watching. Andy, what's the number one Thanksgiving side dish? While I sip on this tofu. While I wait for that, number one side dish is obviously mashed potatoes and gravy. But mashed potatoes, does gravy count as a side? Because if it does, then mashed potatoes doesn't even make the list because the mashed potatoes needs the gravy. Stuffing. Honestly, what you do is you get all of the side. Oh, Andy says stuffing. What you do, stuffing has standalone value, whereas mashed potatoes don't. But at the end of the day, they all need to get drenched in gravy. It's the mashed potatoes, it's stuffing, it's corn. Even the amazing green bean casserole, you can just dump gravy over all the and the turkey and the dinner roll. Take all of the sides and just dump gravy all over it. So if gravy counts as side, gravy is obviously the number one side. If not, I agree with Andy. It would be stuffing because it has standalone value. Oh, come on, dude. Don't do it to me. Carb day. All day. Tryptophan out the asshole. Nah. Next day, leftover bowl. What I used to do when I worked at Jacob's Pizza, where I would take all of my, shout out Jacobs, shout out Rob David, he knows. I used to take in all of my sides and I would make Thanksgiving leftover pizza. What you do is you take the dough, mashed potatoes out on the bottom of it, just spread it across the bottom of it, all the toppings, gravy all over the top, throw that bitch in the oven. It was literally everything I just said, but thrown on a pizza. Instead of sauce, it's gravy. It's fucking amazing. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Peace out, y'all. Enjoy. That's it. Peace.